Are we in a constitutional crisis? I keep hearing this over and over, and the answer is yes. Donald Trump keeps going against the orders of the judicial branch. Remember this: we have three branches of government. We have a decentralized government. The president doesn't run the government. The Congress, the legislative, does not run the government, and the judicial doesn't run the government. They run it together. Legislative decides what the laws are. The executive enforces those laws, but the judicial interprets those laws. And this is the first time in our 200 plus history that we have judicial heavily coming in, interpreting laws, executive orders that are clearly against the law, clearly against constitutional, not even if, sort of, kind of, whatever, just straight up no, against constitutional law. That's why 18 judges, out of 18 judges, 17 of them have thrown down. They basically fought everything from immigration to migrants to birthright citizenship to firing people, federal workers, the whole nine. It's going left and right. And what's going to happen is we are going to go into a battle. It's going to come to a showdown. Federal judges can hold presidents, vice presidents, and heads of DOJs in contempt of court. What does that mean? That could mean getting federal officers on them. Now, that's an extreme, but it could happen. Here's the thing. You might say, well, DOJ, Pam Bondi's over the marshals. They can't come and arrest me. Yes and no, but what if the federal officers say they won't arrest? Then they can be held in contempt of court and go to jail. Maybe not right away, but eventually. The question the federal officers have to say is that if they sworn the Constitution to uphold the law, and if a federal judge says contempt of court, and I want to hold this person in contempt of court and have them restrained or put into jail as an extreme, can they do that? With the trial coming that happens to them, can they do that? Can federal judges do that? Yes. Can the federal officers either A, don't listen to that, follow what Pam Bondi and Trump is saying and ignore it? Yeah. Can they follow the federal judge order and arrest Pam Bondi or arrest the president or come after him? Yes, with a federal judge order. The question that the federal officers, whether it be U.S. Marshals, FBI, whoever, the question they got to ask themselves is, what is the bad part of each side of this? So let's go over that. The bad part of following Trump is that you might keep your job, good chance you'll keep your job, but now with a federal court order hanging over you, you would be susceptible to be arrested yourself. You say, well, if they're not going to arrest, who's going to arrest? The cops that would. See, there's cops out there that either don't like Trump, would follow this order gladly, or they don't care either way. They bipartisan and they really believe in the law. You know it. You and I know it. That there are cops out there who don't give a fuck. They will follow the law. Fuck the politics. They gonna follow the law. And they would arrest whoever those officers are, or be replaced by those officers to arrest whoever the judicial branch judges say you should arrest. The other thing that could happen, let's throw the opposite scenario. Let's say they do follow what the judges say, and now Trump and Bondi want to fire that officer for doing that. They could try, but guess what? Remember what I said earlier? Those 17 rulings out of 18? Every time they tried to fire the inspector generals, they tried to fire CIA. And they won in court. So anybody who gets fired by those, the DOJ or by Trump could be dropped immediately. The case could be dropped, meaning that they could get their job back. But here's what the plus side of arresting Trump or Bondi and doing what the federal judge says. This is the plus side. They don't go to jail. They can't be arrested for that. They haven't broke law. They followed it. So they got a choice. Are they going to follow the law? Maybe lose their job, but get it back through federal courts. Guaranteed they're going to hold it. Or do they listen to Trump and listen to Bondi and be in trouble with the federal courts and still lose their job? But in this case, not only do they lose their job, but they lose their whole career and they lose their freedom. That's what it's coming down to. Here's another thing that can happen. Bondi could lose her license. Do you know the American Bar Association sued the Trump administration and won? I'm not talking years ago. I'm talking about days ago. They won. I fought the law and the law won. Yeah, no, they won. See, that's what federal officers got to think about. Do I lose my job either way? Okay. But do I lose my freedom either way? No. Judicial branch. Somebody's going to stand on business. And Trump's a punk ass. He'll back down. Trump's a punk ass. He's a punk ass bully, and he'll back down. And what I'm saying to you is that if you want to test the law, now is the time to find out. You're going to fuck around and find out. We're going to win. Everybody, I'm talking about everybody, y'all. It's talking about, ooh, this is unconstitutional, it's wrong. Not just people. I'm talking about lawyers, judges, because they're breaking constitutional law. So is Elon. You know who's really going to jail? Elon. Elon's going to jail. Subscribe for more. I got another one coming up as this continues to develop. But I know you're thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is a judge or a couple of them going to get together. And I guarantee you right now, judges talk behind the back. My sister's been an attorney for 45 years. I've heard these conversations for 45 years. And judges talking right now about who's going to take him down. Trump. Who's going to take down Elon and who's going to check him. And by the way, Judge Chuckin, a Obama-appointed judge and the judge for the insurrection, who was prosecuting people, she was ruling on the prosecution and put people in jail, sentenced people. She's the one residing over the 14 states, Democratic states, including mine here in Illinois, Chicago. Chi-Town bears down. Big up J.B. Pritzker and our Illinois AG. I'm telling you, our states, our Democratic states, there's up to 22 of them suing, but 14 right now are suing in this particular case to limit Elon's access. New York, Connecticut, whole bunch of people, Illinois, California, we suing. And here's what's happening. There's a good chance they're going to limit Elon's access to everything. Look at my other playlist, Elon's Evil Plans. Take a look at that. I'll go into detail about that, what his plans are, and what is I have another playlist called Thieves in the White House. Make sure you look at that. This is real. We are winning. And constitutional crisis be damned. We about to show up. Watch.